Hey guys, Brad from RotoHeat back out with another 2020 player outlook. We're talking Chris Thompson, potential starting running back for the Jacksonville Jaguars. With that being said, if you like everything that's going on here with the RotoHeat.com team on YouTube, like, subscribe, hit the notification icon. Enjoy seeing my dog in the video? Hit the like, subscribe, the notification icon. You can stay up to date every time we go live, every time we drop any player outlooks, anytime we drop anything. Maybe I'll stream a video of my dog. Who knows? But you won't know until you like, subscribe, and hit the notification icon.
Everything's on fire. Everything's on fire. Everything's on fire.
All right. So first and foremost, Fournette's gone. Obviously, the Armstead hype train is moving and grooving and leaving the station. There's Chris Thompson truthers out there, but we got to remember Jacksonville is selling. You know, it started last year with Jalen Ramsey. They've sold Calais Campbell. They've sold, they cut Fournette. You know, they're moving in a younger direction. They've given Minshew the reins. They got rid of Foles. All this tells me that this is a team that's in transition. So what does that mean for 2020? 2020 is going to be an interesting season for Chris Thompson, for Armstead. But remember, there's also Devin Ozigbo. There's James Robinson, who was a college free agent that they signed this year, and they've got 4 to 5 running backs potentially right now. And obviously, Chris Thompson has the most experience of all of them. So in theory, you'd expect him to be the man. But you got to remember, he's never really been a big between the tackles runner. He hasn't really been in the role that Fournette had. He's been the pass catcher. So if we look at his history since 2013 when he came in the league, he's never had above 68 rushing attempts in a season. Now, truth be told, some of that's due to injury. He has never played. He's never started in more than one game. He started one game in 2017. He's played in 16 games in 2016, but since then, he's never played more than 11 games. He played in 11 games in 2019 for the Redskins. That being said, he's his best statistical season, 2017, he had 804 total yards and 6 touchdowns. 510 of that was through the air. That was passing yards. I would anticipate that's the type of role he's going to be with Jacksonville. How much workload he gets will be interesting to see. If he hasn't had above 68 rushing attempts, and he's a guy that we all are well aware of his injury history and the fact that he just, other than one season, he's been hurt every year he's been in the league, and that's now going on 7 years. That gives us cause for concern. And as Jacksonville, we don't really know what to make of this offense. Minshew's developing and learning. This offense as a whole is young. They have a lot of young pieces. I think Chris Conley's their oldest player, and he's 27? Oldest offensive skill position player. I'm sure I know there's older guys on the offensive line. That being said, Chris Thompson should figure out to get third down role pretty easily. There's not really a pass catcher on the roster outside of him. They figure to try to use Armstead in that role some, but he's also going to be the guy they try to use between the tackles because Armstead's probably their best between the tackles runner. Ozigbo, coming into the league, had promise. The Saints picked him up when he was coming out. But outside of being a good college player, we haven't seen anything in the NFL. So he's kind of a dark horse to get some of that early down work too. All of these things, you put this together, what it does is it gives you a lot of question marks for an offense. In your redrafts, I'm not jumping all over any of these options early. I mean, after round 9 or 10 at the earliest, you start thinking about, okay, who is the guy that I think is going to be their most valuable offensive weapon? Because nowadays, you don't have to be the best between tackles runner to be very fantasy relevant. Look at a guy like Austin Eckler. I'm not comparing Thompson and Eckler, but very similar style of runner, very similar style of player. Really good in the receiving game, not the strongest in the running game. Now, obviously, Eckler is better runner between the tackles than Thompson, but Thompson also just hasn't gotten as much opportunity. He's been used primarily as the pass catcher, and he will be even now. I think Jacksonville, because of the injury history, is going to limit the amount of work he gets, and they want to use him for out of the backfield passing attempts, slot duties, things like that. I mean, but you also have to think about, you've already heard in camp that Laviska Shenault's been used in some RB reps. I mean, if you listen to RotoHeat during the pre draft conversation, we said multiple times that Chenault's built like a running back. So what if Chenault gets some running duties and Thompson's primarily used as a receiver? I mean, that doesn't necessarily provide the value that you're hoping to see. So our caution as a team would be don't jump too early. From the dynasty perspective, for you dynasty guys out there, probably Armstead's going to be the guy to own. Ozigbo is going to be a dark horse to throw in there, and even some James Robinson. But Chris Thompson, he's almost 30 already. He's been hurt a bunch. He's hitting 30. I mean, that just doesn't spell success for a dynasty asset. So that's our thoughts on it. If you're redrafting, wait till after round 10. 10 and back is really the start where you start thinking about these Jacksonville running backs. But otherwise, you're going to find the value in the talent elsewhere, from many different ways. So be cautious, be careful. Tell us in the comments below what you think about Jacksonville's offense. Who's the running back you're looking to own and why? Prove us wrong. If it's somebody else, tell us why. But otherwise, find us on Discord, find us on Facebook, find us on Twitter. We're here to help. We're here to chat. When you get to that point in your draft and you're nervous about who to take, hit us up.
Also, right there, playlist. Hit it. Watch the videos. Do it. You want to. Do it.